people from the house so that they can make calls from her phone. I'm not sure for whatever reason why she borrowed them the phone, but she did.
Uthula ubufakazi bakhe la enkantolo wakusho lokho ukuthi wakhe bama cellphone wakhe O2 wanikeza ke labantu bakuloya muzi ukuthi mabafone basebenzisa lawo amafoni wakhe ukuthi mhlambe bebefonela abantu kanjani kodwa ke wabanikeza angishakuza lokho.
Are you one of the persons that was borrowed a cell phone by a lady at the hospital to make a call?
Ngabe omnye wabantu owabolekwa ifoni owesimame ngenkathi laphana esibedlela ukuthi ufone?
Ngayithola vele ifoni anga
6th of November, whether or not you called Nokuthula Hazel Hlophe to inform him about the unfortunate demise of Senzo Meyiwa.
Ukhumbula ufonela uNokuthula Hazel Hlophe nge-26 ka-October khona laphana esibedlela umthulela ke okanye umnikeza lo mlayezo ke uthi uSenzo akasekho
naye wayesemlazi because wakwazi ukunyuka asuke ekhaya ayika kaMeyiwa.
And that person that I was in a love relationship with, I also informed that person because he was able to travel from Mlazi and to come to the site. But the same yes, I know Hazel Nokuthula Hlophe.
And who is
but ngiyamazi.
Yes, I know him, even though I didn't know him by that name. There's a different name that I know him with. And I eventually found out that it is the person that I actually know, which I know of a different name. As we're attending court. I could always hear about that name, but I didn't know who that person was.
Okay, I want to refer you to a statement of Mr. Mlungisi. Sorry, I said hope it's Mlungisi Edward Hlophe.
Sikhuluma ngomlungisi Edward Hlophe la.
Statement saba.
It's A6 of It doesn't show who took it and commissioned it, so I'm not sure how you actually.
What's the state's attitude to the elections?
Objectives against the use of the statement before my court, especially in light of the fact that.
My lord, perhaps if it can be admitted provisionally.
I can admit something which was never commissioned. It's like the second docket.
In my opinion,
that's indicated that they will call Mr. Hlophe. I think they should await that opportunity.
Kanti nami ngingayiphendulela ungaqhubeka nje usuze ngayiphendulela ngibona inkingi.
No, it's fine.
I can reply to this one.
Now, Mr. Madala.
Are we already done with the statement?
Ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi why singalokhu singayenzanga lento ekufanele senziwe yona if we statement esabhalwa umuntu namfana ngithola impendulo
I also want to know.
Jobusiletha kumina futhi sibhalwe ngami.
I also want to know why is it that this is a statement that wasn't commissioned, And the fact that it is brought to me, it is a statement that has to do with me as well. So I want to know, why has it not been commissioned like this?
Pity.
And I also want this statement to be read back to me. I want to know what is contained in that statement.
Yes.
Well, in the eyes of the law, it's not a statement
Yabona la ke emehlweni omthetho akusisona istatement
because it cannot be shown that it was commissioned.
ngoba ayikwazi ukubonisa ukuthi iya commission.
So it's
Sa commission.
inadmissible. That's
Futhi ke akusisona ke istatement esamukelekile la enkantolo.
Ngiyavuma Nkosi yami. Kusho kona ukuthi vele into engekho kusona. Lithi izwa singakommissioniwe.
Kusho khona ukuthini?
Into engekho lela kusona.
Yeah, no, I agree, my lord. That means whatever it is in here, it doesn't exist. That is why it wasn't commissioned.
And mina ngizofuna nomuntu esabhalwa ngaptone 2014 2015
Want answers from the person that actually reduced the statement into writing to give answers to the effect that why is the statement taken on, only in 2019? Where was the statement after the passing on of Senzo? Where was the statement in 2015? 2016, why was it not taken? 2017, 2018, why was it not taken? I want those answers.
if sibale ngaleyo ndlela ukuthi subufakazi benkantolo kwafanele silethwe ngawo 2014 osibe lapho ko 2015 hayi 2019 and ubani wayephethe licala ngo 2019 ufuna ukwazi
If it is that important before this honorable court, why was it not taken in 2014, at least the latest 2015? And who is this particular person that had actually taken this statement? And I also want to know. I want to know.
We will find out in due course, Mr. Madala.
Sizokuthola lokho-ke ngesikhathi sakho.
If you need to come and answer, you'll be recalled again. Was this person Kumalo,
Uzandile Khumalo,
Makumalo,
uMakhumalo
and Mtokozi Sitwala?
noMthokozi Sithwala. Yakuzwa lokho?
ngiyakuzwa but ngicela ukukhulume ngami la mina ngilo leqiniso lisho yilo lelingilisho la
Nge-26 ka-October 2014 bangena badubula uSenzo, babulala uSenzo.
ngiyakuzwa ukuthi uthini
I hear
mawukuthi
what you are saying.
unempendulo yokuthi ubani ngicela ungitshele
Now,
or else uhlawumpisele ungenani ungitshele ukuthi ubani so that ngizokuphendula
at least you should tell me who it was so that I can then be able to answer you or respond.
Those are the propositions
to-
I'm putting to you. If you want any clarification, re-exam will come with my learned colleague, Mr. Baloyi.
Uma ngabe kukhona ke ingcaciselo ofuna ukuba nayo, ubaba uBaloyi makazophinde futhi akubuza imibuzo kuyovelela lapho.
because ayikho lento oyishoyo
Because what you are
amanga
saying-
la washoyo
whatever you are saying, but I don't have time to play.
and lokho kusho ngakusho because vele usesayidini lalabantu abadefendayo
Now, whatever that you are saying, you are privy to saying it because you are on the side of the people that you are defending.
and ngingathanda ukuthi ungitshele ukuthi mangizoqamba ngobani
I am lying, that you should substantiate that. And what would be the reason for me to lie?
kumnandi mina because aniyazi impilo engiphilile ngenxa yale case
It's actually good to you. It feels good to you because you don't know what I underwent because of this.
And other community members went to the park where it was said the alleged intruders had run to, and they searched the park for about 12 minutes, and they found no suspicious persons in the park.
Ukhaya usho njalo, emva ukuthi kube nalokho ukuthi kunabantu abangene endlini kaMakhumalo, base ke bona ke yena ukhaya namanye amalungu omphakathi bayahamba ke bayobhekana nalabo bantu. Baya ngale ngase parking. Kodwa ke bathi mababuye, mabafika khona ke azange bathole umuntu, futhi babuye bengatholanga umuntu khona kuleyo park.
angeke ngangena kakhulu lapho kodwa masuyibheka nawo advocate leyo nto wena ungenza umonakalo la uphinde ube la awuyicabangisise leyo nto
Now, I will not get or delve too much into that. You cannot be here and still cause some damage right there in the same vicinity.
That the Kumalo household in the passageway near in the kitchen entrance near the passageway, he saw Senzo lying on his back in that position.
Elele phansi endlini. Engatholi unyango njengasendlini.
kusho ukuthini bengathela usizo
Now, what do you mean that he wasn't receiving any medical help?
His testimony is that, and I'm not going to answer the questions from you. This is the last time
Manje,
because it's relevant.
angeke ngize ngiphendule imibuzo eqhamuka kuyo okugcina-ke manje lo.
Nami angingikwazi ukuphendula ngestatement sakakhaya. Ngizophendula ngesami.
Even myself, I cannot reply you based on Kaya's statement. I will reply to you based on my version of events.
Now, were you there when Senzo was loaded into the X6?
Ubukhona?
Yebo kunjalo.
Yes, I was there when he was loaded into the X6.
Now, what I'm putting to you in that regard is that during that 12 minutes, you, Kelly Kumalo, Makumalo, and Tumelo Madala failed to call an ambulance or EMS for Senzo Meyiwa, who was lying prone in the kitchen.
Ngaleso sikhathi-ke wena uMakhumalo, Kelly Khumalo, no Lokunjani. It was himself, Makhumalo, Kelly Khumalo, and
Tumelo.
his Tumelo.
Oh, yeah, Tumelo. So, Mthokozisi.
Nomthoko. Azange-ke kukhonakala ukuthi kufonele i-ambulance ukuthi kuzosizwa lo Senzo ngaleso sikhathi.
Sazama ukuthatha uSenzo simfaka emotweni. Angi-understand kuma bethi azange athole usizo ukuthi kanjani. And ngingachaza futhi phambili ukuthi njengoba sikhuluma nje nawo advocate, akufani nomuntu osuke ethukile nomuntu osuke engakholwa lento eyenzakalile. State of mind isuke singafani nalesi sisuke njengoba ngila nje.
I don't know what does the advocate mean when he says that there wasn't any help that was given to Senzo, because it was not the circumstances under which we had to furnish our help to Senzo were not as relaxed as one could be currently. You know, how one was doing under such circumstances, it's not as easy as the advocate is actually putting it. We tried to put him into the vehicle.
And your testimony at the beginning is that after the first shot, you ran into a bedroom and your ears were ringing and you were, for lack of better word, you were temporarily deafened, correct?
Manje ke usho kanjalo emva ukuthi isibhamu sichuma kokuqala kwase ke uyezwa ke emadlebeni khona lo kunjani ke lenkwele yakhala nje ngapha ngasemadlebeni.
Yebo kunjalo.
Kanti ke amadlebe akho ke ase ayavaleka. That is correct. Ngokwesikhashana singathi temporarily deafened. Yes, it is so. It is so.
So you'd agree with me that you don't really know what transpired in the kitchen after you had left the kitchen to run to the bedroom, correct?
Akwazi ukwenzakalana ekitchen emva kokuthi wena ke ubaleke uye ngase gombeni lokulala. Akwazi ukuthi waqhubeka kwenzakalana ngaleso sikhathi.
Yebo kunjalo.
Yes, it is indeed so, advocate.
And would you also confirm that you did not hear any subsequent gunshots going off as a result of your ears ringing?
Manje ke ngabe kuyiqiniso ke ukuthi azange usaphinda uzwa machuma isibhamu ngenxa ukuthi uzwe lo msindo ngasemadlebeni.
Yes, nokuthuka no.
Additional to that is the fact that I was shocked. Yes.
Now, if you don't want to comment because it doesn't speak to you about you directly, but it's evidence that's been led and I must test it.
Uma ungakwazi ukuthi uyiphendula ke ungayiphenduli kodwa ke ubufakazi engizozama ke ukuthi ngilibeke la kuwena.
Now the same Khaya Ncwache that I've referred to, who is the son of the neighbors or of the Kumalos, testify in this court regarding what he heard and observed on the evening of the 26th of August 2014.
Ilokho ke uKhaya Ncwache okwazi ukuthi akulethe lana enkantolo ukuthi yena uboneni uKhaya Ncwache ungumakhelwane olokho nje
esikhuluma ngayo
ukuthi kwenzakaleni ke nge-26 ka October 2014.
Now his testimony is that he came back from home from a music festival around 7 p.m. at night.
Ubufakazi bakhe lokho ukuthi wafika ke endlini eqhamuka kwi concert yomculo. Wafika endlini mhlawumbe ngabo 7 ebusuku.
that he went to his room in the house at the neighbors and started preparing for work because it was a Sunday, so he was going back to work on a Monday.
wase ungena ke egumbini lakhe ezilungiselela ke kanjalo ukuthi makaye emsebenzini bekuyisonto ngoba phela ke ubeyongena emsebenzini.
That at some stage he heard noise and sounds coming from the Khumalo household,
Uthi kukhona ke isikhathi la ezwe nje umsindo owawenzeka ke okanye imisindo ethize yayenzeka khona ngale ngakakhumalo.
and that he then went to check from his window to look into the Khumalo household as to what was happening.
Waya ke lapha nefasteleni legumbi lakhe ukuyobuka ke ukuthi kwenzakalani khona ngale ngakakhumalo.
And as he is observing the Khumalo household, the kitchen side of the Khumalo household, on one of the small windows at the Khumalo household, he saw a gentleman or a person wearing a white t-shirt with his back against the window.
Uthi ke makabheka njalo wabona ke umuntu omile khona lapha nefasteleni encane lendlu lena eka Khumalo ekitchen. Uthi ubona ke umuntu emile obegqoke eflathele usho ukuthi ubegqoke iskipa esimhlophe eflathele ifront stair.
Then at some stage he heard sounds that felt like plates and cups breaking.
Njengoba lokho ke wasozwa ke imisindo efana nokuthi kuwa ama plate ke namakomiji ke kanjalo.
And as he and his father went towards the passage in order to go outside to investigate as to what was happening,
Baba nesikhathi yena ke nobaba bakhe bahamba khona la passage bethi bezoya ngaphandle bazokwazi ukuthi bayobona ukuthi kwenzakalani.
he heard a gunshot
Wasezwa ke isibhamu siqhuma
emanating from the Khumalo household.
lo mdumo wawuqhamuka khona lapho ngakakhumalo.
At that stage, he saw a person that we now know that is Mtokozi Sitwala, having had jumped into their yard.
Uthi ngaleso sikhathi ke wabona umlisa nje ejumpele ngapha okanye egqumele ngapha ngakwijati labo. Kanti ke ngaleso sikhathi ubengamazi owenze ukuthi okwamanje amazi ukuthi maseka ethula ubufakazi bakho ukuthi kwakuMthokozi Sitwala.
Now, what I'm putting to you is that in relation to that narrative by Kaya, going back to what irritates you, that there were no intruders in the Khumalo household that night.
Uyabona ke mayelana lokho okukhulunywa ukhaya ngisho akukho bantu abangena endlini okuya ngalesi statement sika Khaya ama intruders.
Yeah,
I don't know whether there is a correct inference and then put it as a fact to a witness.
yeah. No, I just
Let's leave it now.
unless you
Advocate.
rephrase,
Advocate.
because the way you're putting it,
Yeah.
it's like Kaya is making the assertion,
Kaya is?
making that assertion which you are
Oh,
making.
But advocate, if Umthogo ebalekele kamakhelwane,
Nonetheless, advocate,
If-
if Mtogo ran into the neighbor's yard,
angabalekela abantu ukuyibona nje ngekhomentela benze lento aphinda abuyile kulabo bantu. Ufuna ukuthola lapho.
now I need clarity on that fact, or on that point. He's fleeing from people initially, and he runs into the neighbor's yard. Then at a later stage, he goes back to the very people that he was fleeing from. I just need clarity.
Yini abayibalekela kanti?
In an actual fact, what is it that he was fleeing from?
Mtogo has testified. You've said you don't speak about other people in your testimony. He's
Manje wena
testified for
uthe
himself.
awukhulumi ngabanye abantu ebufakazini bakho.
Yes.
Umthobo ke osethulile.
Wena bafaka advocate, nivalile akha wayibuyisa futhi.
You are the one that is bringing them into these proceedings. I
Yes,
closed that one
Now-
and then you
Please,
reopened
please,
it.
please, let's make progress,
Yes,
please.
we are, my lord. Now, tell me something. What was the real reason that you came to visit Senzo Meyiwa that day, on the 25th, and you didn't arrive on the 25th, you came on the 26th?
Isizathu esakwenza ukuthi uze uzovakashela uSenzo Meyiwa We're going to go to a party in Sunning Hill. That would be Roy Mahamud's party.
And also, did you come here to facilitate some lobola negotiations or things for Kelly and Senzo?
Okunye mhlambe weza nje uzoba mhlambe umkhongi endabeni zamalobolo okanye ingxenye ke yeingxoxo zamalobolo phakathi kwaSenzo noKelly Khumalo. Kanjalo.
Into engekho leyo angikaze ngalobola naphi ifana ukuthi kulotsholwa kanjani.
It's nothing like that. I've never conducted the lobola.
Wayezongitshela uSenzo leyo nto ifuna ukwenza leyo nto.
Senzo would have told me if that would have been the purpose for me to come up to Joburg.
Kwakuzoba khona family member futhi lapho ngizobe ngisuke ngedwa nje ngizolobola.
There would have been a family member. I wouldn't have been the only representative for that lobola.
Now, you've testified that when you were loading Senzo into the car to take him to hospital, you actually got into the car so that you can pull him into the car because he was heavy and his feet were still outside the car.
Ukutshilo lokho ke ukuthi uma nimfaka emotweni wangena nje emotweni wena ukuthi uzokwazi ukumdonsa ngoba ke imilenze yakhe yayilokilengela ngaphandle kwemoto.
Njalo kunjalo.
That is indeed so.
Now, Zandile Khumalo has testified about this aspect as follows, that in fact she's the one that got into the car through the front passenger seat got at the back and pulled Senzo into the car. What's your comment on that?
Uthini ngalokho ke ukuthi uZandile uthi yena ke wangena kulesi sigabhe singaphambili somgibeli. Ngamanje ngale ngaku left wangena emotweni ke wasiya emuva. Ekwazi ke ukuthi azobamba ulokho njani amdonse. Adonse uSenzo amfake emotweni udinga lokho ke wena.
Noma uthi wayengeniwe ngikabe namandla okumba umuntu ofanele ngabe namandla okubamba indoda esinda kanjani ayitho wayengeke yedwa. Never.
Even if that would have been the truth from the statement of Zandile Khumalo, she would not have been able to can pull that person as heavy as Senzo. She wouldn't.
Now, we are on the last aspects, which are very few. Do you know perhaps if Zandile Khumalo, Kelly Khumalo, Makhumalo, Longwetwala attended the memorial service that was held for Senzo Meyiwa before his
uyakwazi lokho ukuthi mhlambe uZandile Khumalo, Kelly Khumalo, Longwetwala, uMakhumalo bakwazi yini kuya khona lapha kuyilokho njani kwi memorial service eyayibanjwe yena lona uSenzo Khumalo. Sorry, uSenzo Meyiwa, sorry.
Anginalo ulwazi laleyo nto ngikaze ngibabone mina.
I do not have a knowledge of that. I didn't witness them doing so.
And do you know further if the same people, Zandile Khumalo, Kelly Khumalo, Makhumalo, Longwetwala, had been to the Meyiwa family to go and, I don't think we've got the English word, if it's there, I don't know it, to Tibisa, I'm not sure what it's called, to go and to have their condolences with them, to explain to them what happened to their son.
Ngabe uyakwazi lokho ukuthi mhlambe uKelly Khumalo, Zandile Khumalo, uMakhumalo noLongwetwala bahamba khona lapha baya kwa Meyiwa ukuyoduduza khona yini?
Ay anginalo ulwazi ke olungakanani ngaleyo nto. Kodwa uKelly bekafike lapha kanokuthula hlale noma kuma 7 days.
Okay,
bekafika vakashela usisi kaSenzo omdala lapha ePhoenix. Ahlale noma boma 7 days lapha.
I do not have a full knowledge of that, but there were instances where Kelly would visit the sister, the elder sister to Senzo, in Phoenix before the passing on of Senzo, and she would be there for about the likes of 7 days.
Now, when you loaded Senzo Meyiwa in the car, was he conscious at the time?
Uma nimfake emotweni ubesaphapheme ngabanye amazwi ke ubengadulekanga.
Angike ngikwazi ukuchaza kahle leso simo kodwa wangigumula ukuthi wayesinda nje.
I cannot explain that part of the occurrence. What I remember is that he was heavy.
My Lord, if I may take instructions, then I'm on my last. Thank you, my lord. I'm indebted. No further questions for me.
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Nisi.
I realize that we only left with 15 minutes towards the long break. I may suggest that we break for now and come back probably 15 minutes to 2.
Mr. Louis.
We have no objection.
Okay. Reassemble.
2 o'clock.